Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final. And I mean, when I say final, this is the final last two games of season 20 of RSC. Tonight, joining me on the desk, we have, as a producer, we have Hudex, and then we have MD alongside me casting. MD, how you feeling tonight?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good. Excited to see how we get down tonight. We got rival tier and the veteran tier tonight. Couple of strong candidates coming in already. We got Blizzards coming in from uh Blizzards coming in, I believe, as the 2 seed, and we have Iris coming in as the 1 seed. So 1 and 2 making it all the way to the finals. Excited to see how these teams play against each other.
Definitely, I agree. And looking at tonight's schedule, we do have that matchup first, the Blizzards versus Iris. And then after that, following, we have a veteran matchup for the finals, the Dump Trucks versus the Ravaging Rays. Super excited for that matchup too. But before we even get to veteran, we're going to start off with rival. For rival, these two teams for the season stats, the Blizzards and Iris. Obviously, we talked about it. Number one, number two seeds. Blizzards with 41 wins and 23 losses on the season, and Iris having more wins by 3 with 44 and 20. And looking at these other stats here, MD, I mean, what really points out your interest in these stats?
Well, to me, it looks like Iris comes in as the clear offensive powerhouse. I mean, they come in with 194 goals on the season. Storm coming in, the Blizzards coming in with 162 goals against. I mean, defensively, they're very similar teams. Blizzards have more saves on the season at 218 versus Iris's 203. So I'm definitely curious to see how the defenses shake out, with Iris being the obvious, I guess, the obvious favorite as far as offensive power is concerned.
I definitely have to agree with you. Both of these teams look pretty solid when it comes to offense. Not so much the Blizzards, but I mean, then again, defense wins championships. So I'm a firm believer of that. Let's go over to the player stats for both of these teams. One thing to really point out here for Iris is you see that they have 5 members on their team. Now, I know the one member, TheBannGG, is a homeboy of mine. He decided to step away and let Veoloux come in. So this team looking with bringing Veoloux in about, I want to say maybe halfway through the season. This dude's already is putting up phenomenal numbers. I mean, this is stats from another team that he was in, but he's also carried that over to this team and obviously putting up pretty good numbers for the season. 54 games played with 51 goals, 160 shots on net, 35 assists. This dude is definitely somebody to keep an eye out on the field tonight for Iris. And I'm going to let you talk about the Blizzards.
Well, immediately the first player that jumps out to my mind, just off of shooting percentage alone, is Sinix. I believe I probably Sinks. Sinkso. That sounds right.
So
But Sinkso coming in with 56 goals on the season, 171 shots, 32.75% shooting percentage. I mean, looking pretty lights out as far as offense is concerned. And then got his teammates over there, ItsaMia and PoopSoup, with the assist tally. I mean, ItsaMia coming in with 34 assists on the season. So definitely expecting to see a lot of passing between the teams. I mean, just assist totals all around. Just everybody seems to be sharing the ball.
definitely have to agree. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have them all ready to rock and roll. All the players are in the lobby. I think it's time to transition over to the field to start off game one of this series. We have, yet again, as I said, the number one Blizzards versus number two Iris. We are going to give them the green light to get this going. And I'm telling you, this is going to be I'm thinking it's going to be a slugfest. I think both of these teams are ready to fight out. There's 2 players on both of these teams that already have a championship. So you have that championship experience. You have Burger 101 on the side of Iris that has a championship, and PoopSoup, the captain for the Blizzards, looking to get a second championship in himself. But we're getting this started off with both these teams contesting in midfield. As Squirrel's going to bring this back. Veoloux gets a clear downfield. Looking to maybe set something up for his teammates. Ari's going to sit in the left side here. Adess is ready for a pass. Doesn't get the best touch, but is able to keep it in the other side. And PoopSoup's up. He's going to clear his back downfield, and Iris is going to reset on the counterattack.
It's a strong 50 there to put it into the corner. Sinkso's up, challenging Veoloux. The ball's going to float in front of the net. .S has it. PoopSoup is immediately there. ItsaMia has to get up for the touch. Manages to get it. Veoloux will keep it away, but Sinkso is there. Puts it off the post. Unable to get a goal going here. And now it looks like Blizzards are going to try to reset, but Ari will take control, and immediately PoopSoup challenges.
Yeah, and Veoloux there has no boost. Unable to pick any boost up. Has to get a whiff. Ari there with a 50 in the corner, too. Keeping the ball in. Looks like the boost advantage here is on the side of the Blizzards, but it does not matter because Veoloux is able to bang it away. Ari has an open net. Can he get back to it? No, he cannot get a touch on that open net. And that's just unfortunate there for Iris. Squirrel getting a 50 there. Veoloux going to turn around with no boost, looking to get a 50. He does. He was getting pressured on a bump, but managed to get a 50, but it comes back on the side of Iris. And now Squirrel's going to volley the ball up, try to get a clear downfield, gets a good 50 over to Veoloux. Veoloux bangs it off the backboard. Is anybody there for the double? He just gets right away from Mia. Squirrel bangs it back in. Playing a lot of boomer ball here, but he gets a boom over 2 defenders and manages to get the first goal in the game.
That's a great shot coming out from Squirrel. Mia not quite getting the touch that they wanted, so Squirrel's just going to bang it over both defenders. Sinkso just barely missing that touch. So it looks like Iris will take the early lead here, so Blizzards are kind of left scrambling.
Yeah, they are scrambling indeed. It looks like they're caught in the storm of what is Iris. No, no pun intended. Anyways, yeah, taking it in the corner, looking to maybe get an air dribble out. Squirrel rallies the ball up, gets no boost, gets a boost taken away from him. So Veoloux has to get a touch here, in which he does. Big whiff comes out from Sinkso. We're gonna say Sinkso. Well, I know you said it already earlier, but I kind of almost messed up his name as well. That's a good 50 there. Double commit comes on the side of Iris. Good save though. And the ball's just floating over. Squirrel's there to rally that ball up. Gets a good pinch too. Is he able to get back to it? He does. Beats out 2 defenders. Veoloux has an open net. Does it go in? It goes off the crossbar. Tries to read
that's
it.
A good
Ari
fake.
there to clean it up. And Veoloux with the play make of the century. This man going crazy.
That was a great pass from Veo, and then backflipping also moves Mia out of the way, so PoopSoup is just kind of sat there wondering what the heck's going on. Great pass from Veoloux to get it to Ari, and immediately up 2-0. 2:35 to go.
Strong start for Iris. Yes, we've been seeing a lot of them on the back foot of defense, but it just seems like they're really well connecting with each other on defense, communicating super well, figuring out what they need to do with the boost that they have available to them, because they get starved a lot too. I've seen a couple times where there's 2 players on the side of the Iris that didn't have any boost. Like right here, Ez doesn't have any boost there, but he manages to still stay with the ball and keep it close. And Veoloux tries to get a double tap, which unfortunately he wasn't able to, but gets a tactical back pass. Squirrel gets a good 50. Ari there gets a good touch forward, maybe a shot on net, nothing registered. Mia takes it to the corner, taking their time, and it just seems like the Blizzards are still trying to get their footing on offense here, MD.
Yeah, it seems like they're not really able to connect on passes with each other right now. Kind of just throwing the ball away from each other, not getting the cleanest of touches, and just giving the ball away so much to Iris. Veoloux already going up for a second opportunity here. Mia will clear this away. Drops right into Ari's hands. Ari's going to look for a 50 and manages to lose it to a teammate at least, but stays right on top of the ball. Maybe looking for another. Has no boost. Picks up the 100 there in the corner. Puts it away. Unfortunate opportunity. Unable to be thrown into the net there. Sinkso's going to try to clear this now with low boost. Now it has to be Mia. Mia's immediately dunked by Squirrel. Squirrel with the double tap opportunity. Misses out on the chance. Sinkso has to give this ball away to try to get anything going for his offense.
I looked away from my screen for a second, just like because I saw that the Blizzards had some defense going. They were about to clear the ball, and I saw Squirrel come out of freaking nowhere. He looked like Randy Orton out there as Ari tries to put a shot on net. Doesn't really get it. Veoloux there to 50 in the midfield. And another thing I have to note too is that you were talking about the passes not really connecting well with Blizzard, which is actually pretty surprising because you saw the season stats for the players individually and the assists that they had. It just seemed like they were one of these teams that like to pass it back and forth to each other, but it seems like Iris is doing the better job at doing it this game in game 1, setting a big, strong tone with 22 seconds left in this game.
I do think part of that is because Iris has been doing a good job of closing down those passing lanes, not really giving them the opportunity to actually give the ball to each other. But at the same time, it could be some stream jitters. Maybe the first time that some of these players have been on stream before. PoopSoup obviously has been here already, so maybe needs to just rally the team as this ball is looking to hit the ground, and finally it does. Iris will take game number 1.
Yeah, definitely. And kind of going off them stream jitters, that's definitely a big thing. I remember my first time playing on stream, I was definitely struggling when it came to the pressure of having people watch on stream and, people cheering for and against you. So it's, it's one of those things with, you were saying that PoopSoup has a championship. He's been here before. And it's just one of those things that he has to tell his teammates that maybe have not played on stream before to, hey, let's calm down. We're fine. Let's just act like we're not on stream. Act like it's another match night.
Absolutely. And the other thing that they have to remember is that it's only one game so far. And even though on the scoreline it does show that they did, lose this game 2-0, it looked a little bit closer than you might have thought because they were having good pressure in the midfield to try to keep Iris out of their own half. Iris is doing a better job of finding each other all throughout the game.
Definitely. Well, we're going to be starting this game 2 here very shortly, ladies and gentlemen. And hopefully these stream jitters that they got them go away, because right now you're in the hot seat. This is all for all the marbles on the season. Got to get these wins. You want to get that championship. You got to push it. You got to push those jitters to the side as we get into game 2, and let's see which way this kickoff goes. I have a feeling that this might go to the side of Flower Road, which it does. They've been winning a lot of kickoffs here lately in this series so far, especially in game 1. But it's still early. Still trying to. I feel like it's still, my personal opinion, this is definitely going to be a feel-out phase still in this game 2. Both teams feeling each other out, especially Blizzard, trying to figure out opportunities to pounce when they need to.
Oh, it's a good shot already. It goes off the crossbar. Mia's there for the second opportunity, but Ari will clear this away, possibly looking for Veo. Singso is there for the touch, pops it over 1. Veo's going to try to pass this back. It's off the sidewall here, needs to get another touch. Unable to put it centered, looking for another, and finally goes underneath. It's boomed downfield. Mia looking for a 50. Ari will bump them out of the way. PoopSoup has control of the ball now. It has 1 to beat. Looking for Singso, trying to go for the pass. It's cut off by Ari. Mia rushes in, looks for another touch. Unable to do so as Ari is able to take a final stand and finally get the ball cleared away. But it's, again, right back into PoopSoup. It seems that right now Blizzards are taking a bit more of an aggressive approach. They seem to be just getting in their face more as PoopSoup will finally bang this downfield, looking for a shot opportunity. These are for Singso. Ball does not fall in the net. Mia is there. It's off the crossbar. PoopSoup just has to put it in as Mia gets the demo. A great start for Blizzards here as they take the early lead.
And great communication, too. I could definitely see that play right there, that demo, was communicated between Mia and PoopSoup. PoopSoup sitting there saying, hey, guess what? There's 2 defenders out. They have no boost. And there's 1 sitting back. Just go for that demo. There's a miscommunication here on the kickoff. This might be bad. This might be Veoloux having an open net, which he does. I would have no idea what just happened here. I have to see this replay. What happened? Oh, PoopSoup just didn't flick the right way. He double jumped on the kickoff. That's just unfortunate. If you're a Blizzards fan, you hate to see that. PoopSoup, man, you've been in this seat before. Don't get nervous now, big fella.
Go start with a fresh kickoff here. Mia wins this kickoff. It's right into Veoloux, though. Squirrel's going to boom this downfield, but PoopSoup's able to stop it. Maybe looking for a second touch. Gets the 50 with Squirrel. It's going to be let for Mia or Singso. Neither of them decides to really commit. Finally, a touch comes out. PoopSoup is there, manages to get the clear. It goes as far as Squirrel. Mia just has to get this ball out. Finally, another challenge from Veoloux, and it's sent back into the Iris half. Ari is there, picks up the full boost, looks for a 50. Singso is there, 50's in a cross. Mia's already there on the side. Looking to try to 50 this pass, unable to do so as Veoloux gets a touch right into PoopSoup. Shot on target. Ari's able to clear this away. Singso's going to try to reset, runs out of boost, so Veoloux has an easy clear, and it goes, looks like it goes as far as Squirrel, who manages to get it all the way downfield finally.
Yeah, finally indeed, and this is a good pass and a shot, even better shot by Squirrel there. And there was a point that I was about to make, but going off of this, we talked about this about Iris has been closing down the passing lanes, and I've also noticed with Blizzard, they kind of made a change up on their rotation. They've been tightening down their rotation a lot more, kind of going for early rotations in the midfield. Even if they don't have boost, they kind of try to keep themselves into play to either get a force on a player or a 50. It's not working out so far yet. They're still trying to figure it out, it seems like. But, I mean, it's been working a little bit. They got to go off of that. But
Oh,
this
that's
is
a
going to be
wide
a goal for
open net.
Veoloux. And Mia just kind of left the net and said, here you go. I don't know what I'm doing here, but you can have a free shot. And Sinkso just unfortunate backflip. Feels backflip, man.
The Fields backflip. You hate to see it. Suddenly the game is turned on its head. We've got a 2-goal deficit once again on the way of Iris. Blizzards have got to figure something out here. They need to get some kind of pressure. That was a great opportunity already coming out from Iris again. Six is going to bang this upfield to Mia. Mia looking for the shot. It is off target, so Squirrel will easily clear this away. PoopSoup bangs it off the backboard, looking for another, maybe a demo. Gets the demo, just needs to finish it, and he's unable to. Squirrel will clear this away.
Not only did Squirrel clear the ball away, but he also cleared the shooter out of the way as well. An assistant of the clear, which was actually absolutely big brain 200 IQ from Squirrel. All right, here he's going to try to set something up again on offense, but Sinkso's denying. He's going to take his downfield, looking for maybe another pass for his teammates, and they're not there yet. Veoloux able there to get a big dunk too. He doesn't have any boost, but can he get the goal? No, he doesn't. No boost for the big man as Mia gets a pinch downfield. Sinkso has full boost. Demos are coming out now. They're starting to beat each other up. Ari playing through the bumps, and there's a bump too, a team bump. Veoloux trying to get another 50, doesn't. Mia, 50's one too. And there's a big whifty that comes out on both sides of the team. Ari there to save that ball. It's floating still midfield. Can somebody get there? No, they cannot. Ari there has still no boost. Right now, the RS team is... I can't even find a word. They're trying to focus on getting boost here. But right now, they're doing a pretty good job of keeping their composure on defense.
Absolute brick wall on both sides. Mia's going to try to put this backboard. Squirrel is there for the clear. Puts it off to the corner. Veoloux is finally here. Managed to get a controlled touch, but PoopSoup immediately challenges. Two people on the sidewall here. Sinkso's going to try to put this to the middle. Unable to get it through Ari. Mia's waiting down. Pops it over one. Needs to get a second touch, but it gets bumped out of the way. Sinkso, a 50. PoopSoup and Mia don't know who's going for the ball. Miscommunication, so this ball dived down into the middle. Ari's there to put it to the backboard. Somebody's got to be up for this. It's a shot on target. Veoloux will put it away. 3 goals now. 3 unanswered in this game.
Yeah, definitely. And it's just a lot of not missed touches and not touching the ball on the side of Blizzard. That's absolutely just destroying them right now. And Iris is taking super advantage. And I mean, look at that. Sinkso, I don't know what he was trying to do. Wave dash for the kickoff, but he absolutely just chalked it there. And it just seems like they're a little nervous here by the way they're playing. I can notice their car language too. It just seems like they're playing a little nervous and trying to figure something out. But there's the man himself that have won a championship trying to keep his team cool, but he's staying cool, calm, and collected. He gets a goal here. Maybe a little momentum swing for Blizzard going into game number 3, but we can pretty much wrap this this game number 2 up unless a miracle happens. But I don't know. We'll see what happens.
That was a great pass from Sinkso to at least get it to PoopSoup. 1 goal just to at least get a little bit of a breather almost. With 6 seconds to go now, they just need to kind of think about this. All right, GG, go next. We still have 2 games in this series. It is a best of 7. There's still plenty of time for them to mount a comeback. But definitely the nerves have got to be starting to settle in as the mental's starting to take a bit of a toll when you go down 2-0 just that quickly.
Definitely. I'm looking at chat too. There's a lot of Ari fans in the chat tonight. It's kind of crazy. We should put hashtag Ari up in the chat if you're a big Ari fan. With Iris getting that second win, it's a pretty big statement too, playing against number 1 seed, but there's always that number 1 seed curse. But again, I'm not going to sit here and cast or curse anybody. Not saying that Iris is going to win. Not saying Blizzards are going to win. Running this down the middle. Either way, big win for Iris here. And Veoloux, coming in a little bit late in the season for this team and getting an MVP here in a big way too, with the hat trick in himself too. So big win here for Iris, and it looks like we're going to have a sub out for Blizzards. G-Robber coming in to play for the Blizzards, and this is going to be different. This is going to be interesting to see. Is this going to be a change of pace for the team? Is it something going to change up here?
Well, it's a good question to see how things are going to go. I mean, right now, I think the biggest thing that I did notice that somebody said in chat, they said that they are surprised by how little control Blizzards have in this game. They're not playing the game that they normally would. It's almost like they're kind of sucked into Iris's pace at the moment. We do have all the teams back on the field for Game 3, so if Blizzards can figure out how to take control of the game and play their game and not be sucked into Iris's pace this much, maybe we'll start to see a change.
Definitely, but there's another miss kickoff again. And it just seems like the Blizzards are struggling here on kickoff, but they managed to get the ball downfield here starting game 3. A little hot. Ari doesn't have any boost, missed a back boost. And now there's offensive pressure here, and the Iris are trying to figure out what they want to do on defense as they don't have any boost. They're just jumping and throwing a hand up, but unfortunately those hands have ran out, and PoopSoup just gets a free net. Nobody has boost on the side of Iris, and what a perfectly placed shot by PoopSoup.
Everybody committed on that shot opportunity, and G Robert was able to get a perfect touch out to PoopSoup. PoopSoup putting it over the defense. A perfectly placed shot opportunity, and we'll see if this momentum can stay, as immediately there's another challenge coming out. Are we going to see an answer immediately? No. Singso is going to be able to clear this away and gets immediately demoed by Veoloux. 2v3 now, a bit of a power play. Ball gets sent downfield. PoopSoup is there, trying to keep their team alive. Veoloux is able to clear this. Singso is there back, pops it over. Looking for a second touch, gets it off the corner. G Robert is there. Singso also there, so there's a double commit now. Ball's going to go off ceiling. Looking for a demo. PoopSoup is able to get it away. Fakes Ari. Has one downfield, possibly looking to pass. Gets a bump on Veoloux, who misses the shot. Squirrel will just take their time, trying to keep possession of the ball, and it gets sent down to the other side of the field.
Yeah, I've been noticing that PoopSoup, even in himself, they're starting to take a little bit of time on the ball here, trying to play patient behind the ball, staying behind the ball, not forcing the ball to go downfield. They're taking their time, trying to set up opportunities with each other like they've been doing all season long, according to the stats. And now we're seeing more offensive pressure on the side of Blizzards. A little bit of a momentum swing for this team as well. But Squirrel just denies that momentum swing and gets a really good shot with no boost. This man, no boost, no problem. And what a banger of a shot.
Absolute heater going into the net there. Singso just barely missing out on it. G Robert was there in the corner, but gets a misread, and so the ball just fly into his own net. Singso is able to clear this into the other half. Ari's going to take control, slow it down, possibly looking for a 50, pops it over PoopSoup. G Robert's there, puts it off the sidewall, looking to get a 50. 50's with Veoloux. Squirrel's able to clear this away. PoopSoup misses the touch. Singso has to get something, manages to win the 50. Ari is here, pops it out to the middle. That was a dangerous touch coming there. Veoloux will miss, leaves it for Ari, and it's immediately 50'd onto the sidewall here.
What I have to notice too, be how nonchalant Iris is as a team. They're noticing, I guess they're noticing mid-game that Blizzard is taking their time on the ball, and they're kind of trying to match their energy where they're taking time on themselves too when they get the chance to. And Squirrel's looking to maybe get a clip here, and he does coming off the ceiling, gets a shot on net. PoopSoup up. That would have been absolutely crazy getting on the highlight reel here in this championship.
Oh, this is gonna waterfall, but it gets cleared away. Singso's there, but unable to get the touch, as I believe Squirrel was able to get the second one. Pass up to Singso. Singso going for a double tap, misses the touch, unable to finish that. G Robert has to get back. Ari gets the boost and the demo, possibly looking for a second. Swirl pinch this out to Veoloux. Veoloux unable to get the touch towards net. Singso will now take control, possibly looking to get it to someone, unable to do so. PoopSoup is there, manages to make the perfect cut. Squirrel misses the touch, looking to put it across field now. Manages to pop it over one. Veoloux is there. G Robert was too far up. It is a free net. Veoloux will pick up another goal, absolutely putting Iris on his back.
I have to love where Veoloux was sitting at. He didn't pick up the boost, but he was in the blind spot of Grobber there and managed to get that ball over him for him to get that goal too. So really good spacing and placement there for him being on the field, being able to get that goal to take the lead here late in game 3. And now we're seeing again Blizzard having offense, maybe get a shot here, but Squirrel denies that. He takes time, he has no boost, maybe looking for a pinch, and he gets one, but Grobber there is to deny that, maybe get a double tap, he does not get it. Ari's awkward on defense there. Squirrel manages to help him out. Sinks up, maybe getting for a flipper set. That would have been crazy. They're trying to do highlight reels out here in this game 3, MD.
I think at this point, everybody's just kind of, I mean, everybody just wants to get the ball into the net at this point, but might as well do it with a little bit of flash. You're on stream. Try to make the mechanics look good while you're here.
Yeah, I agree. And it just seems like both of these teams with all these players are starting to heat up a little bit too in this game 3 too, with trying to go for them flashy plays. So, but either way, Iris is up a goal with a minute left. Ari looking for a flick, doesn't get one, doesn't have a lot of boost. S doesn't have a lot of boost either. To rallies it to the corner, grab it there for a shot, maybe putting it awkwardly. And Squirrel was able to stay low. Good play on defense there for Iris, and Ari's getting bumped out, but Ari's still there for a 50 after getting bumped out. And Squirrel also there to challenge in the midfield for a 50 as well. Ari getting one too. They're just big out here. They're putting these dudes in the weight room. They're eating their protein powder out here.
Every last player telling Blizzards to just get in the gym. Every single 50 is just going their way. Ari able to bump, I believe that was Singso, off the ball. G Robert is up, trying to put it into the corner. Veo is already there, looking to possibly pass this to the middle, unable to do so. Singso will try to clear this away. They got 8 seconds to get down the field. Can they do anything here? G Robert pops it over one. PoopSoup is there. It's 50. It's going into the net. Can they get a second touch? No. And Iris will take a 3-game lead.
They will take a 3-game lead indeed, putting the #1 seed Blizzards on Solar side on match point. So now this is a situation where the Blizzards are like, okay, we're scratching our head. Do we make a sub here? We're on match point. We have to make a reverse sweep here. And honestly, in my opinion, if I was on that team, one thing that they should do to change up is stop trying to beat Iris on the 50 game, because obviously you can see that it's not working out for them. They're struggling on the 50 side. They're not getting the 50s that they need. They're losing all of them. They need to start popping the ball over the side of Iris's head.
Yeah, if they could at least. I'm kind of surprised because, I mean, like we said before, the assist totals coming into this game, you would think Blizzards would be able to connect with each other, but overall, it seems like they've only maybe got 1 or 2 assists throughout the entire series. I haven't really been keeping track, unfortunately. It's just they haven't spent a whole lot of time on offense, so Iris has just been able to run away with this game.
Yeah, definitely. And as we were pointing out this whole entire series, the way Iris has been handling that passing situation with the Blizzards, they've been shutting down those passing lanes very effectively, even with not having boost, or even when they're getting bumped too, they're managing to figure out a way to get 50s in the midfield. They're winning the midfield game. They're winning the boost. Even though it doesn't look like they have a lot of boost, they're still managing to win that boost. But even then, when they do, they have to rush back. So maybe that's a way the Blizzards can take games off of them, by beating them in the midfield and getting a counterattack.
We'll definitely see how things turn out. Singso's immediately challenged there in the midfield, trying to get a second touch. PoopSoup has actually made a card change, deciding to switch off the Fennec, and is now back in the Octane.
Maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll help out a little bit. You know, go back to your roots. That always helped me out when I was playing in a finals match. Even though when I played in the finals last season, I didn't make any card changes, but I did do a sub out. So we'll see what happens here in this game 4. Iris on match point, like we said. As Ari there takes it to the corner, gives it to S. S looking for a 50, loses that 50. This ball's floating over the net. Nobody wants to touch the ball right now. Veoloux wants to touch it though too. He gets a good clear. Singso taking time with the ball, trying to get another 50. Grubber's up. Called him Goober. He's kind of playing like one too.
I guess that's his name now. All right.
Goober. Hey, to make everything fair, I did help my Wiggle Beans out from Monday, where I had to make a name change here in RSC. I am now officially Wickle Bean. So if anybody that watched that stream a couple of weeks ago when the wheelchairs played the Thrashers, it was just insane. But we're here. We're in this Rivals final. And right now we're seeing big offensive onslaught for Blizzards.
Right now it seems like they're definitely being a lot more patient than they have in the last few games. Oh my, Squirrel, if you get this touch, oh my goodness. That'd have been absolutely disgusting. Veoloux is going to cut this off at the side. Singso reads the touch, gets a second. PoopSoup just needs to put this in the net, puts it off the sidewall, and Grobber is there. G-Robber is there for the second touch. Team play is coming out from Blizzards. Finally, everybody getting involved in this shot.
Definitely a big team play indeed. One little 1-2 pass and shot. Good setup there for all those players that were making the passes for Grobber. And now we're seeing the Blizzards up a goal. Ari cuts off his teammate there that had a free shot. That was kind of crazy. Little miscommunication there on the side of Iris. And Squirrel there to cover the backboard really well. Gets a good save. Ari gets a 50 back to the corner. And they're starting to play the corner game a little bit more. You've been seeing that a lot this series with Iris. They've been playing that corner game really well. Squirrel able to beat one defender. He's looking to maybe get something flashy here. Runs out of boost, unfortunately. Veoloux doesn't have any boost himself. Has to get a touch in the midfield. Grobber leaving it for a teammate. Ari there saying, easy save. Try again. Singso is going to try again. Sets up another teammate. Nobody's there to shoot it. And the ball goes back on the side of Blizzards.
All right, Singso, what are these touches coming out from you? Where has this been all series long? You've been getting these nice touches across. Squirrel, what are you doing, man? Squirrel manages to pop it over one and then gets it right over PoopSoup. What a shot from Squirrel.
Very disrespectful indeed. This man saw Grobber miss up his flick and he said, you know what, you just messed up, big fella. Let me show you how to flick the ball, and manages to flick it over a defender. So what a shot there by Squirrel to get this game tied up late. And what a pass and redirect by Ari. They're starting to click. They're showing Blizzard, hey, guess what? You've been passing all season, but guess what? We're here now. We're passing and getting the ball to go in the net.
Looks like we're starting to get a little bit of server issues here. I definitely was lagging a little bit there. I'm not exactly sure what happened.
But unfortunately, we cannot make a server change because, you know, we're already past the point.
We're well past the minute, and the teams have already scored. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do on that regard.
But they got to keep playing out.
Yep. PoopSoup's going to try to take control. Ari is there immediately challenging. Singso low on boost, just needs to keep this ball close. Backflips. Ari avoids the demo from PoopSoup. Ari is still on the ball, looking to flick it on the net. Manages to get through one, but doesn't get too far past PoopSoup. Thus, I'm messing up already. All right. It's starting.
It's starting to happen, but it's all right. It looks like the Blizzards here are starting to try to come something happen on offense, but Ari denies them in the corner yet again. But looking for a pass for Squirrel. He gets no contact on the ball. It sounded like he had a little bit of contact on the ball, but not enough to get a shot on. Singso there with full boost, gets a free save. Veoloux backflip. Squirrel has to hit this to the corner. Singso's there though. Maybe set up a pass for a teammate. None of his teammates have boost. One grabs the boost in the corner, but it's unfortunately going to be shut down by Iris as demos are starting to come out. They're starting to loosen up the Blizzards more and getting rid of players to be able to play this game and try to make a comeback here late in game 4 on match point. 50 seconds left. Iris is up a goal. All they got to do is hold off this onslaught, in which they have been doing really well. And now we're coming up on the 30-second mark, MD, and it looks like Iris is about to sweep.
The closer we get, at this point, Blizzards just need to kind of send the house. They need to get anything going. Send the ball downfield. Try to get whatever touches you can. It's a good 50 immediately from Singso. PoopSoup unable to make contact. Squirrel's going to send this downfield. Somebody has to get back to the ball. Time is running out. They need to do something here.
They definitely need to do something indeed. 10 seconds left here. Can the Blizzards make a ball come downfield, in which they are doing? They're stealing boost. Singso up, trying to set something up for Grobber. Grobber's up. Gets the ball to go forward. The ball's floating.
No.
It gets denied. Grobber's ball still up. Singso looking to pass in and gets it in the corner. Unfortunately, the ball's about to drop. Ari hits it down, and Iris, you are looking at your season 20 rival champions with a big dominant win with a 4-0 sweep. And kudos to Iris with the 4-0 sweep here in the rival finals.
I just want to point out, everyone, this is back-to-back rival finals ending in a 4-0 sweep.
Wow.
That is insane to think about.
What's
That
also
is
crazy what's also crazy is Monday I casted the Elite Finals, and that was a back-to-back Game 7 overtime finals, so with that, that's just absolutely crazy. You know, we've been seeing that back-to-back here on stream. Rival, props to both of these teams. Blizzards, you guys played super well. Unfortunately, Iris played a little bit better, and kudos to Iris, your Season 20 rival champions. And MD, who do you have for MVP?
my MVP. Honestly, it's gotta my MVP's gotta go to Veo. Veo was shooting lights out for those first 3 games, just absolutely all over the place. And Ari on the back end, just making sure that the shots did not go into their net, just absolute defensive wall. And just overall, the Iris was just a very strong team altogether. But yeah, for me, I got to give it to Veo.
Definitely, I have to agree. I'm going to give it to Veo as well. Just the simple fact that he came into the season super late for this team and being able to click with this team super well too, to be able to help them make that push to the finals, in which they did as the number 2 seed, which is very, we haven't seen a lot of that in the playoffs this season for any tier. So being able to do that, props to you, Mr. Veo, and what a win there for the Irish team overall. And like I said, your season 20 rival champions are Irish.
So I believe we had somebody that would be picking up a second championship on Iris. Did I have that
Correct.
correct?
Correct. It is Burger. Burger has just won his second championship.
Well, congratulations to Berger. It's definitely not easy getting a second championship. I mean, we do have it's more or less kind of an elite club, but not as elite as the 3P, which I think we only have a couple of people that have 3 of them.
Correct. Exact. Yes, correct. I know one of them being my former general manager, Mr. Tech. Love you. If you were on stream, we absolutely just love you. So, but ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up the rival finals. Coming up next, after this little break, we have the veteran finals between the dump trucks and the ravaging rays. Stay tuned.